Welcome back everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on CSS text decorations. And right now we'll be discussing about the CSS text decoration line property with underline value. The text decoration line property is used to add a decoration line to text. And the tips right here is that you can combine more than one value like overline and underline to display lines both over and under a text. So I'm going to show you how this works quickly, so you guys can be able to follow along easily. Back to our code right here. This is our document right here. As you can see, we are having this in our previous tutorial where we discussed about the CSS text decoration line. We discussed about the text decoration line using our line through property, but right now we are going to change this. We are going to change it to underline. When we specify underline in this our property right here, when we specify underline, let's reload our document and see what we got here. Let's reload. When I reload, can you see what I got? I have underline. Oh, underline in every element I'm having right here. So definitely to use this in a reasonable manner, you can use it in any element you want. Let's say I delete this right now. I delete all this section again. I can leave the section because I just want you guys to see something what I'm doing right here. When I do this, let me just write something here. Let me leave the text inside our section. As you can see right here, I'm going to use right here. I can just say underline. When I specify underline value right here, yes. So you can check our CSS decoration playlist, to be able to follow along easily. So I'm going to select this section right here. That is what I want to do. I want to select this section. So this section, and I'm going to give it what? Text decoration line, and I'm going to give it what? Underline. When I give it underline, let me save my document. You are going to see what will happen. Can you see? When I reload my document, this my h1 element right here is having what? Underline. So that's what I want you guys to understand right here. And also, if let's say we add another element right here, maybe we add h2 tag, just right, we just say this is h2 element. When we add any element right here, they are going to inherit this underline which we have specified earlier in our section element right here. When I reload my document, can you see now it's having it? So, and also if we want to change the way this one works, maybe we don't want this one to take this underline, we can specify another value right here. We can just say we can give it a class and give it maybe overline, because previously we have discussed about the overline value. You can just give it when you give it overline class right here, it's not going to work yet because we haven't created the class. Now we are going to create overline class. When we create overline class, when I create overline class right here, and I'm going to give it a dot. So that means we are creating a class. Inside this place, I can just specify text decoration line. When I specify text decoration line, and now we gave it overline. When I specify overline right here, let's reload our document. Can you see now we are having what? Overline. And if you notice very well, our element is inheriting the underline from what? From our section, which is the box, which is the parent element, which is having this. So definitely, let's say we don't want this element to inherit it. You understand what I'm talking about? So definitely we can just say that any element that is having what? h1 can just be specific right here. You understand? Yes, we can just be specific right here. When we specific right here at the top, definitely this one is just going to have the overline only, but this one at the top right here is the only one that is having the underline. So whatever we specify right here is going to be, whatever we specify right here is going to be reflecting in our h1 tag only. Or so no matter the amount of h tag, even if we have h1 tag outside of this place, it's not going to work with it. Let's say we have h1 tag now, we can say h1 element. We write h1 element right here. We save our document. When we save our document and reload, can you see this one is not having anything like underline? But if we specify, let's say for instance now this one we are having right here, if to say we remove this section right here, we just select it globally, definitely anything that is having our h1 tag is going to have underline. Can you see this one h1, this one is also h1, so they are all having what? Underline. That's what I want you guys to know again. So simplicity to understand how this works easily, let's say let's just call this underline. Let me just call this top 10 strength CSS underline. underline. So when I do this like this and I select my body element, let me select my body element. Then if I select my body element like this and I give it what, and I give it text decoration line, and I give it text decoration line, and I give it what, underline. When I specify underline right here, it's going to what, it's going to give only this top 10 CSS underline and underline. So, and again, you can change this to what, to any element of code. You can just change it to div element. If you change it to div element, you can just wrap this inside your div element. You can just say specifying it inside your div element. When you specify this inside your div element, the same thing is still going to occur. But when you don't have this inside your div element, if to say this one is outside and no any div element there, it's not going to work. Can you see? No, it's not working now because no any div element here. Now, let's now say we specify a div element right here. I will just write div element. When we write div element there right now, let's reload our document now. Can you see this? Our div element is the one that is having the underline now. I want you guys to practice this, please, because practice makes perfect. And what akorede ayofe is my name once again. I wish to see you guys next time to the next tutorial. Peace and love. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Until then.